Welcome to the Outdoor Wilderness Wildlife Adventures. In this first video, I'm going to show you two of my EDC pouches that I carry every day, and here's an example of just one of them. In part two of the video, I'm going to show you my bug out bag and the contents within, and give you a brief description of what each and every item is for and what it can be used for, either in a camping or a survival situation. So stay tuned. This is Haikalu from the Outdoor Wilderness Wildlife Adventures. Thank you. Okay folks, here we are back live to the Outdoor Wilderness Wildlife Adventures with your host Haikalu. And here we have both of my EDC bags, the small pouches that I have, and I have a third one which I would also be showing you and going over the contents of that bag. So this one I have snapshots that I have taken, and I'm going to incorporate that in my video, my live video. And this one here, I'm going to take out the contents of this EDC, everyday carry, and go over the contents with you also. Okay folks, we're back, and I have taken out the contents of my EDC bag that's right there, and these are the contents in that EDC pouch. This is the everyday carry pouch that I have, which is going to be incorporated with my bug out bag. I'm going to have at least 3 EDCs, and with the redundancy, it's going to be redundant items in each of those, just in case I'm separated from my backpack or any of these bags. Any one that I have basically have all the same items. Okay, so we're going to start off. I have a lighter, multiple ways of making a fire. I have a lighter, I have a fire stick. Okay, you take some of the shavings off of this, and then you take your whatever you're going to use, the back of a knife, and you use the fire stick to create the spark to make the fire. This is a small little flint. You can see that. That'll start a fire if you know how to make one. Using tinder, kindling, and with a spark, if you know what you're doing, you can make a fire. Just like if you're using this with the Vericium rod that's right here. Okay, so now we have, this is this like a piece of cotton, and this is it ignites really easy. So you if you have the right way of igniting the fire, you can definitely get one using this as a tinder. Okay, so we have storm-proof matches. These are waterproof matches. These could actually stay lit underwater, and they're really super good matches to have. Okay, that could definitely save you. So, and then I have a piece of it's called wet fire. Don't know if you can see that right there. It's called wet fire. This will definitely help you out in wet conditions also. And this is a little flashlight, and you'll see that's pretty bright, and it has 3 modes. That's to save the battery, and you have a strobe signaling for help, which is good to have. I have a small little tactical knife. See if I could open this up for you. There we go. This is just it's not top of the line, but this thing definitely will help you out in the situation that you may need to use a knife, especially with the fire starter here to make a spark. Then we have an emergency whistle, and these are all the items in this small little EDC pouch. And I do have some paracord, and I made a snake stitch knot with a key ring holder. I have a small multi-tool. You can see that. This is kind of hard doing with one hand, but I'm trying my best to show you. This is a small little multi-tool. This is definitely handy. I have a carabiner for whatever purposes I may need one. I have something to write on, 2 pens, and this is a tactical pen, and this can also be used as a defense. You can definitely, if you need to help somebody that's stuck in a car, this tip here can smash the glass in. Definitely could smash the window right in. I have a poncho. I have a multi-tool. You can see that it has a Has a saw on the top right here. This is more like a knife right here. You can cut with, and there are different type of things. You know, could be used like a wrench. I have show you right here. These are the things right here that's on it. I just want to show you that so you can see that what it does. And that's what this has. And this is an awesome little multi-tool. It may not be the top of the line, but it's something that will definitely get you by in emergency situations. We have a signaling mirror that you can signal for help. I have some different size band-aids with a scissors, and I have a emergency space blanket. You can see that. Survival wrap, emergency space blanket here. So these are the things that I have in a small EDC bag, and we have some alcohol prep pads here. So this is what I have in my small EDC bag. These are the contents, and like I said, I have 3 EDC bags that I'm going to go over the contents of each of them with you. So this is the first one, and like I said, this is the second one that I had made some snapshots of, but I'm going to take it out and go over the contents of this bag also. This is just a little more involved. It's a little bigger. It has more, well, it's redundant, but what this doesn't have is a compass that this one does have. It does have a fishing kit also that this one doesn't have. So give me a minute and we're going to get into this next EDC pouch before we get into my bug out bag. Okay folks, we're back. By the way, I want to show you a Lexata cooking stove that I have. It's a portable cooking stove, and I put this grill that I bought from Amazon, I put that on myself. You can see, and it's been used quite a lot, and it works pretty well. I have a video on that also on YouTube using the Lexata wood stove. Okay, so now back to this here. These are the contents of my second EDC, which is redundant from the first one, which is right there, and this is the empty one. So the first one we're going to item we're going to look at is that emergency whistle. It's every EDC bag and bug out bag I have all have whistles, emergency whistles. Okay, so the items that I have in this bag are just redundant. It has basically all the same things with the exception of a fishing kit that I had made. And if you see, I'll show you closely, you see all these little hooks that I put in there, and I put tape to hold them in place to save space in this little Altoids can. I have a razor, I have matches, I have floats, I have braided fishing line, I have hooks, sinkers. I have a variety of things in here if you could just give you an idea. Look through it. This is a complete fishing kit, survival fishing kit. And you know, I have the experience. I'm an experienced fisherman, and with this little thing I would count on that I can catch fish. I am very positive that with my experience that I wouldn't have a problem unless there's no fish in the water wherever I may be. Okay, so now we're going to keep going along. I have a tactical knife. This is an upgraded version from the other one, and it just happens to be here I have a Smith & Wesson tactical knife, and I have a multi-tool, a tactical flashlight, just like the other one, basically the same one. Okay, and it has, strobe, 3 settings, and it has a lower power to save the battery. I have a tactical pen, just like you see. Now, with this EDC kit, this one has a compass. and the other one does not. This has more of it's a better first aid kit. It has a few other items that are not in the first one. Okay, and I have stormproof matches. I have another lighter. I have a ferricium rod here. This is a fire stick. I have wet fire, just like the other one had, my other EDC. I have a signaling mirror. I have duct tape, a space blanket, emergency space blanket. I have a poncho, and I have some paracord that I put together, the Cobra stitch. This is extra cordage, and this is also could be used as a bracelet. So this is just want to give you a quick overview of this EDC kit, and now we're going to be going on to my bug out bag, which is next, and we're going to go over the contents of that bag, and I'll be explaining everything in detail. Okay, so just hang tight, and I'll be with you in 1 minute. Okay, we're back, and I just want to recap and to give you a little update on my emergency fishing kit. Okay, and this is what I wanted to show you that I didn't have the opportunity of showing you before. This is a pen that I trimmed down so it fits perfectly in that can, and I made 2 of them. And these little fish pellets, these are just called power bait, and this is for crappie, bluegill, which are panfish that are abundant in the south. Okay, and this is what I made that I wanted to show to you. I just had to share that idea with you, that I used the pen, and I trimmed it down and put it back together, and I stuffed the little power bait pellets. And this is the power bait right here. Hopefully that'll get the focus here so you can see it. All right, there we are, perfectly focused our power bait. Okay, and this is what they are. And there's just small little pellets, and I fish with them, and they do work. Believe me, the fish love them. But I put them in these pens. I put it inside a pen and trimmed the pen down. I cut it down and put it back together. And I just take this top, either side I could take off and extract the pellets to put on these hooks. So that's what it looks like, the setup for the survival little fishing kit I have. More hooks here, wrapped in tape with a razor. I have the power bait, floats, jigs, fishing line, emergency matches, and that's what it is. I just want to share this little update with you on my fishing kit. Okay, so we're going to get back. I'll get back to you in a minute, and we're going to look at my bug out bag and the contents within. Thank you.